Hey guys, welcome back to part number 11, I believe, of the My Team career mode. It has been a bit of a while. Sorry for not uploading. I uploaded a video about that, which I'll link up in the top corner, to why I have not been really uploading. I was ill, basically. But as you can see here, we had signed a new teammate. We got Guan Yu Zhou to leave the team. And we started to think, Japanese driver, try Yuki Tsunoda. Tried to get Yuki Tsunoda, didn't work, so we signed up for Nobuharu and Matsushita, very similar to Guan Yu Zhou stats-wise. R&D, we actually didn't upgrade any R&D, but we did do an upgrade to the simulator, which will help Nobuharu Matsushita's progress in pace, I do believe. So after all those changes, it was time to head over into practice. One thing I'm going to say, guys, if you aren't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, as well as that I also stream on Twitch. Links are down below in the description. But you can see here, the signing of Nobuharu Matsushita appeared to be a good signing. First in the standings, a 1:13.4, which seems very, very out of reach. You see that a 13.4 around Monza is actually a very, very good lap. So I think it's a bit too quick, to be fair. I think there's a bit of a glitch standing like Yuki Tsunoda as well. They're both on the hards. And as we know, the Mercedes and McLaren are very good around here. But practice 2 came around and we were P3 and P4 on the softs. And Nobuharu was 0.7 of a second quicker than me. I'm thinking I've really got myself I've really got my hands on a real good driver here, haven't I? Bloody hell, he's doing well. And then practice 3 came around and wasn't really the best. I was P5 and Nobuharu was down in P20. But yeah, it was time to head over into qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix. And in Q1 I only did one lap, as you can see here. At the end of the session I had Perez up my arse for the whole lap. We did get out of qualifying by the skin of our teeth to the session in Q2. I'm thinking I'm only going to do one run in each session because I want to, you know, save some tyres. And we do have the engine penalties, of course. But here's the best lap that I did in Q2. I thought, try and set a lap on the medium, see what we can do. Here's the audio for you guys, and hopefully you guys do enjoy my Q2 lap of Monza. It was a fairly okay lap until that last little part. We had 1 or 2 slides as well. We were 1.2 off of Kimi Räikkönen. So I was thinking we could have actually gotten through. But yeah, let's head over to the race at Monza.
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix once again, here at the beloved and iconic Autodromo Nazionale di Monza. With the lowest downforce and drag of any circuit in the season, expect to see drivers making the most of the slipstream effect here today. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6-mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, There should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Bottas, Sebastian Vettel and Verstappen, Leclerc, Perez, Sainz and Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda and Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Ocon, Nobuharu Matsushita and Mick Schumacher, Russell, Mazepin, Latifi, they've taken a grid penalty, and the Professor. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
It is time. Obviously, starting back at the grid, pace was looking promising. I don't know what happened in qualifying to Nobuharu. It was very, very quick. We are going to go for the projected strategy. We're going to go softs, and then we're going to go mediums. We're going to overcut people. I feel like our car does have pace. We're going to go over on fuel, because obviously with this track, you are accelerating a lot. I don't want to underfuel the car, just to be safe. I have resorted back to 4.7. I feel like when I was 3.7 on that first qualifying run, we only just about made it. I don't think the car had enough stability to actually drive out of corners properly. Let's do a quick tyre check for the guys around us. And there wasn't actually any need to do a tyre check. Everyone is starting on the soft tyres. So yeah, as you know, we have a new teammate in Nobuharu Matsushita. He looks very promising as well. I just felt like it's a bit better if we have a Japanese teammate. Did also look at Yuki Tsunoda, but we'll probably try and sign Yuki Tsunoda at the end of the season, dependent on what Nobuharu does do. Whatever strategy comes about, we have a fresh set of soft, medium, and hard tyres. But yeah, as we know, rain could be coming in towards this race. It's a bit dreary right now, a bit glum. I want to say the term. I don't really know. It's a bit dull, and obviously we want a bit of light. But hopefully we can get through the midfield pretty quick. Our powertrain is the best on the grid. So yeah, and we've got more powertrain upgrades coming, so hopefully we can keep this momentum going. Hopefully we'll be like, you know, the Ferrari and back in 2019 I believe it was, and just absolutely fly. Yeah, as we line up on a grid slot here, obviously we know what we want. We want the correct amount of power, the correct amount of ERS, the correct amount of clutch usage. It's lights out and away we go. Don't get too much wheel spin. There we go. Look at that for a start. That's a really good start. We've beaten Nicholas Latifi off the line there. We're going to go to... We're just going to have to brake and just hope for the best. Just going 4 abreast here. I'm about to take off track. We're just trying to make our way through here cleanly. We're in P21. We managed to get through there cleanly. Now we're going to use our ERS and use the slipstream to this powertrain advantage we do have. Look at this! As we go down the outside here of George Russell, as Mick Schumacher manages to defend. We're going to leave the room there for George. But yeah, up 2 places. We've got both of the Williams behind us. Come on, let's keep pushing forward. Let's keep making progress. I do want to try and at least get points this race. I feel like points is definitely on with the car that we do have, especially when DRS comes into play. But yeah, look at this. The Mercedes is just behind us in power, so obviously the Williams are going to be hard to get off our back. In the corners, we've got more downforce than the Williams, so hopefully that means we can get away from them a bit. But yeah, coming to the end of the first lap here. Not been too bad. Russell's pretty much matching. We're going to have to use a bit of ERS here. Yeah, but we do pull away when we use a bit of ERS. It's like he's not even there. Mick Schumacher's also fallen off the back of Ocon here, as Lando is now leading the Grand Prix. Let's see if we can get past Mick Schumacher here. Mick Schumacher actually comes into the pits with damage. So yeah, up into P19 at the end of the first lap. Let's see what we can do. Closing in here on Nikita Mazepin. The one thing I want to do is not overtake him into Parabolica. I want to be able to use the DRS into him onto the chicane, so we're going to not attack him yet. We are within DRS range. Now we can attack. Let's use our ERS. Let's get past him before the DRS line. Here we are. We pick up the DRS. We're going to save the ERS due to our powertrain advantage. Now we're going to have to use a bit of ERS to actually get in front of him. Nikita Mazepin, will he try and defend it? No, he won't. So there is us up into P18. Nice move there from us. Nobuharu and Matsushita getting a move on. He's in around about P13 now. Go on, Nobuharu. What we are in right now is a massive train. We just got to keep pushing on. Stay within this train. Get to the front of it. And then hopefully we can just keep pushing on. I'm not going to use ERS. I don't really see the point to using ERS when we're in a train like this. Because we're getting pulled along by a slipstream at all times. Maybe at this point here would be a good idea. But on the actual straight, I feel like if we can get a good exit, we can get at least one of these guys. So let's try and get a good exit here as we shift down and then back up. Okay, it's not been a good exit. We're going to use some ERS. Okay, we've got a similar exit to Ocon here. We're going to use the ERS on the straight. I'm using ERS as much as I can. I think we're going to go for a move here on Esteban Ocon. We're going to have to try and slot in here. Raikkonen's moving around. We managed to go up the outside of Raikkonen as well. As Raikkonen's on our outside wheel. So have a bit of snap of oversteer. What a move! What a move from us. As we've still got to defend here from Ocon. Ocon's going to have our inside. We're going to keep leaving the space as much as he needs. We're going to be late on the brakes. As he's not there, we're going to take that line. And there we go. Nice. Up into P16. Let's try and get after Kimi now. You can see here, Jeff's come through with an alternative strategy. He's coming a lap earlier. Still a bit of an overcut, so we will do that. Coming on lap 12 rather than. But yeah, Matsushita has been overtaken by Giovinazzi. Let's see if we can get after our teammate here. Okay, so this lap we've really closed on our teammate. We could try and overtake this lap. I probably will. Just try and get past our teammate. Obviously, don't do team orders, but I'm classified as first driver considering I am team owner. Tyre wear pressures. Tyre wear has just come up 40%. Let's use ERS here. Let's just get past our teammate. The big guys are in the pits. Leclerc and Verstappen are in the pits. So I can see here we're going to go up the inside here on the brakes. Going too wide. Take the corner. Good driving there. Nice overtake. Alright, Giovinazzi's next. Let's keep going. This powertrain advantage, you can really tell. We close in so much to Giovinazzi. We've got Stroll, and then I believe it is Gasly up after that. Or Tsunoda. It's one of the Alpha Tauris. We've got some more of the front runners in the pits, including a Ferrari. We're going to use ERS here. I'm just going to try our best here. DRS open. Are we going to be able to get past Giovinazzi this lap? We might be able to, you know. We're going to keep it going. We're not going to try that. I don't want to risk anything. Especially around here with this powertrain advantage we've got. We know that next lap, well, at the end of this lap, we have another chance in either the short DRS straight into Ascari or the long straight that we've just come down after Parabolica. Alright, so our car's handling really well. As we know, Giovinazzi's here. We're going to do the same as we did with Mazepin. Close right in. And we're going to get on the brakes. Try and get a good exit. 4th gear. 5th gear. That's perfect. Use the IRS here. And get in front of Giovinazzi pits. Giovinazzi actually does pit in. Right, let's keep pushing on. We are pitting, not this lap, but next lap. Ricciardo's in the pits as well. Goes into the mediums. Seems what most people will be doing. Matsushita now up into P8 as well because of the pit stops. This is going really well. It was Tsunoda and Stroll in front of us. So we have the driver that we have signed behind us and the driver we were trying to sign in front of us. So we got 1.5 laps on these tyres. Currently they are on 50%. Let's keep going, see how the tyres go, and hopefully we can take this car into the points. As we look at how much quicker we are through there. He's going to try at the inside here of Lance Stroll. We don't ever see an overtake really into the Lesmos. Do we get the place? No, Lance Stroll is still there on our outside. We get the place. That was a really good overtake. Obviously, we have got to defend now into Ascari. Using ERS and DRS. Don't use ERS anymore. But yeah, we have just moved up into P6. Up next, Yuki Tsunoda. Got a poor run there. Stroll just tried it on us. Don't try it there, Lance. But it does depend whether Tsunoda pits in. I think he won't because Gasly's obviously still got to pit in. We just got to keep closing in. Yeah, Gasly pits in, so we're coming in on the same lap as Tsunoda. Let's see if we can get past him this lap. Obviously, it depends on what Yuki does. If he stays out, we'll stay out. If he comes in, we'll come in. See if we can get a run here, because if we can get a good run here on Yuki, we could potentially overtake him into the pits, and he's coming in. Onto the brakes. Oh, we tried it. We tried to overtake him. We're just behind him. We have closed in a lot, though. At the moment, it is predicted that we will come out. It's said somewhere around P13. It's not showing up. Come on, boys. This is where we need a quick stop. We need to get in front of Yuki. Come on, quick stop here, boys. 2.3 gets us out ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Yes, boys. Because of that, we've gone out ahead of Stroll as well. That's a brilliant pit stop, boys. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's keep going. Oh, cold ties. We know how much of a threat Slipstream is here at Monza, and you can see even Yuki Tsunoda in a slower car has got a run on us here. We're using as much ERS as we can. As he gets in front of us into Ascari, we're going to send it back down the inside, and we're going to hold the position of P12. But the one thing is, Verstappen seems to be really struggling. I don't know if he's got a problem. It turns out they do, and that's why they're so far off the pace right now, and even we are closing in on Verstappen. His teammate, though, in P5 right now, so interesting to see. Now we've got Lance Stroll trying to have a run on us. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to show him the outside. If they want it, they'll go for it. He does not want it. Does not put his nose in. Look at this. We're closing in so much here to Verstappen that this issue has got definitely is hampering his progress. Like, I'm not using any ERS or DRS, as we don't have DRS down here. But he's just not quick enough. He's definitely got a major issue. Yeah, we're going to use ERS here. Look at this. It's going to be an easy overtake here with DRS. Tries to put the car in. Look at that. It's like it's not even there.
Nice move.
It's like he's not even there. Up next is our rival, Fernando. So we'll keep going. Hopefully Stroll and Verstappen can battle a little bit. It would really help our progress. That's yellow flags in front. That's for one of the Ferraris. That is for one of the Ferraris. That's Carlos Sainz. Yeah, Carlos Sainz just driving here down the straight. And his car's just given up. His engine has completely gone, in fact. His engine has gone. And because it's in such a high-speed place, will it be a safety car? Obviously, he's pulled over there. Will it be a safety car? At the moment, it doesn't look like there is, not even a VSC. But at the moment, we are P10 in the point with 10 laps to go now. Just got to do a bit of defending from Stroll, it looks like. Let's see if we can catch up to Alonso in this little train in front. There's another yellow flag ahead. That is for the Aston Martin. Oh, and Alonso! Vettel and Alonso are both out. No, Vettel isn't out. Is he? Safety car. Oh my word, what the heck just happened there? I can't quite catch Sebastian Vettel early enough, but it looks like he's had an incident there. And so is Fernando at the same corner. They are both out of this Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel's still going. Alonso's out. Looks like Fernando maybe rode a bit too much curb, he did. But that's a hefty impact. And Fernando's out of this Grand Prix. So we've just made up 2 places there, now P8. Do we pit? Pitting for soft tyres could benefit us. New set of mediums. Nah, we'll keep going, we'll keep pushing on. No need to pit in. But yeah, P8 now. Let's use the powertrain advantage when we get chance. And this race could potentially see us scoring high points yet again. So the safety car's staying out for another lap. So it came out on lap 20, we were behind it. I think it's because we're waiting for, I think it is Ocon, Sebastian, and Schumacher to reach the back of the queue. So one more lap. Then we'll have 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. So 5 laps of racing speed. I feel like softs could have really benefited us. But we keep going. Is a podium out of reach? Well, we almost had one in Spa, so I don't think a podium is ever out of reach. As you see, safety car is in this lap. What is Lewis at the front going to do? I believe it is Lewis. I don't think it's Valtteri. We're going to get super close here. We're going to go side by side with Gasly. We're getting ready to go. Let's go, go, go. That's a really good call for me there. Look at that safety car restart. We get past Gasly here. Using as much ERS as we can. Are we going to send it on Sergio? I think we are. And we are going to send it on Leclerc as well. Yellow flags behind, but they're false yellows. We get past Charles Leclerc there. In front of the Tifosi. Up into P5. Come on, let's keep pushing on. We know that the car has got a major power advantage. Might not have a major aero advantage. But we keep pushing on as we've hit the curves there. That's going to unsettle us. Yeah, running P5 right now. I'd be happy with a P5 finish. Come on, Nobuharu. Get into the points, mate. So we're coming under threat from Perez, so I'm using my ERS now. DRS is active this lap, I believe. And we're not catching up to Daniel Ricciardo and Bottas and that little group in front. So all we've got to do is push on. Anywhere in this top 10 I'd be happy, but I will be absolutely amazed if we get, you know, a P5. 1, it will be our best finish to date. 2, it will be our first double points finish. 3, it just shows that our powertrain is there compared to the rest of the grid. Here comes Sergio Perez. He's going to try down the inside at Ascari this time. Backs out of it. Thinks wiser of it. Good man. So we've got one more lap here. One more lap. Leclerc and Perez are ready for it. I'm not going to use any ERS on this straight. I'm going to use ERS from the moment we exit Parabolica. There we go. We have a big snap there. We're going to keep using ERS all the way down the straight. It's the last lap. We've just got to keep going. I'm going to defend this inside line. They both have DRS. I have none of that. Just going to keep holding the defense. Perez tries around our inside as Leclerc's going to send it. We have the inside line. And we managed to get around there. And Leclerc's fallen back. I'm not going to use any ERS here. I want to save it for when we need it. This way we're going to have to use it as well. As you can see, Perez has fallen behind Leclerc, and Leclerc's definitely going to try it here. He's going to go to the outside of us to Ascari, then he flicks to the inside. Is he going to try and send it on us? He thinks wiser of it. Good call there from Charles. As we're coming down the penultimate straight here, down towards Parabolica. See, Leclerc is right there. We're not going to be able to use any more ERS. I don't know if we'll have any to the line. As Leclerc's going to try around our outside. Lewis Hamilton wins. We go a little bit deep here. Perez and Leclerc going side by side. It's going to be a photo finish for those two. Leclerc gets in front. We come home and finish in P5 for the Italian Grand Prix. What a race!
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Here we are then, a thoroughly deserved win in Italy after another excellent Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team. And they certainly deserve it.
So P5. 10 points on the board. Nobuharu just outside the points in P12. Very, very interesting race. We're going to check the standings here. We move up to... we stay 13th, closing in on Fernando and even Gasly. So we could potentially get a top half finish in the points. Toyota now gets 25 points for the season. As we can see, Alpine dropped down as well. Mercedes probably going to win the Constructors' Championship. And Hamilton, even though that Bottas is 10 points behind, I feel like Bottas could still win this Drivers' Championship. let's head over to the driver briefing room, potentially have an interview with Claire, and then I'll show you guys the race highlights.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. How do you feel these grid penalties are affecting the sport?
No, they're not affecting the sport,
You're
Claire.
really out in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
Exactly. I feel really at one with the car. It's absolutely amazing. The support during the race was brilliant. The support from the team was brilliant, and from the fans. But you know, I couldn't do this without a great team behind me. She has the weirdest responses. There you can see, we take the advantage of the rivalry, I think now. 4 points mean that we take a 16-15 lead, which is what we need. As you can see, Matsushita bringing in a bit of a claim. Our team is now team level 11, I believe, which is good. We don't manage to get the PSD bonus, but we do get the Highland bonus. I did cause a bit of damage to the car. We do have 70,000 coming into the team. Let's have a quick R&D check. So I feel like we might as well do this powertrain department. What is the issue? We're right on the cusp of significant step forward in the component development. We're not going to achieve it by our internal deadline until there's a last minute push from the whole department. I suggest we authorise overtime the next couple of weeks. I don't want to lower the morale. I know we're going to get a discount, but I don't want to lower the morale. There's more chance of a failure, so we're going to decline that.
The department appreciate it.
Yeah, we have got a bit of a longer break until the Russian Grand Prix. One thing I did want to do was upgrade get the simulator spec upgraded, so we are going to do that. As well as that, we have a mail. Is this for the driver reset? Driver ratings, maybe? Invitation to a 2-player career mode. Okay. Was not expecting that. But yeah, we have 2,100 R&D points. Let's have a look at where we can upgrade. Obviously, the next department we're going to upgrade is the aero, so we can't not touch aero right now. We have had a powertrain upgrade. Let's get a fuel flow regulator in. Then we will do the rotor speed upgrade next. Durability, we're still waiting, and we can't do any more chassis upgrades for now. So yeah, that is the upgrades sorted. As we can see here, Nobuharu Matsushita did very well. I will give it to you. Did very, very well. If we have a look at the standings here, driver details. Our average finish is now 12th, so we're always finishing around about the top half, just outside of it. Trophies wise, we have got the Japanese Grand Prix coming up soon, which will be the team's home Grand Prix, and now it will be Nobuharu's home Grand Prix. So I will be designing a special one-off livery for that. Yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and I'm going to leave you guys with the race highlights. Peace out!